We are now in the month of August and the weather has been hot, rainy, and humid so far. In today's video, I'm going to give you a mini tour on how my grow bags and ground plants and fruit trees that have been surviving the 115-degree summer. And if you're new here, my name is Shanice from Sunshine Gardens. Let's start with fabric grow bags. Growing in grow bags is the easiest, most affordable way to grow vegetables without having to plant it directly in the desert, harsh, compacted, clash soil. And they will survive with shade from the afternoon sun. The rule here is thermal mass. Small plastic starter pots turn into ovens and bake the roots instantly. But a 10-gallon mass of soil keeps roots temperature stable and cool. I started sweet potatoes, eggplants, and carrots earlier in the season, and my carrots are actually growing in a 4-divider grow bag with cucumbers. And I learned that cucumbers need water twice a day, so they are thriving right now. Take a look at these fresh fall watermelon seedlings. I have them sprouting right outside in a permanent 10-gallon grow bag. Some of my herbs do get attacked by pests around this time of year, but when the temperature cools down, it'll bounce back. I even have my second-year peppers that I overwintered. They developed a thick woody stem that makes them incredibly heat hardy. Right now, I may not have no fruit on these peppers or eggplants since the pollen is sterile, and the blossoms tend to drop. But in a few weeks, once the temperatures at night drop below 85 degrees, it'll start producing. Next up is our in-ground plants, and it's no surprise that the native plants are surviving with ease. I don't need to fertilize them or worry about pests, which makes them low maintenance and easy to care for. They grow naturally in our hard clay desert soil and don't require as much water as potted plants. If you want a green garden during the summer, native plants are the way to go, and they are easy to care for in the summer because they're drought tolerant. There's so many options to choose from to create a unique style in your yard. They even bloom during the spring and fall. As the years go on, they'll get stronger and bigger, which will provide shade for your animals or other plants. And most native plants are not short-term. They will last for decades and provide food for the beneficial insects. Which brings us to the next plant, fruit trees. In the month of August, my fruit trees are in semi-dormancy. So basically, they are taking a nap to protect their branches from sun scald. Everything here is about a year old. Getting young trees and grapevines through a desert summer is the hardest hurdle. And it takes a lot of patience because they take time to produce fruit. They are conserving resources and energy after a long, heavy summer heat, holding on until the weather breaks. Our next game plan is all about root management. The second the temperatures drop in September, these roots are going to wake up and take off for a massive growth next spring. This pomegranate tree took 2 years after planting it in the soil to produce fruit, which I'm really excited for. And that's everything that survived the 115-degree heat in Arizona. Thank you so much for watching.